Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Keystone Bullet Premier 30RI travel trailer. You guys have picked a cool unit here. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, you've got this slide, and you also have your awning. There's plenty of room for that to come in and out. On your off campsite, you've got your other slide, a little deeper. There's plenty of room for that to come in and out unhindered. Leave yourself a nice walking space, because the next thing I want you to think about is where your power and water connections are. Your power is going to plug in on your off campsite or your driver's side of your tow vehicle, all the way at the rear. And then your docking station is going to be all the way at the front on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, first thing you do after unhooking your hitch is level your unit. Unit comes with a power tongue jack. Docking light should you arrive at night. Extend to raise, retract to lower until you got your unit level. Now, should you not have power, happen to lose power, underneath this rubber stopper here is a manual override for this hand crank. So you can get this up and down if you don't have power. Speaking of power, check your battery posts when you arrive. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose as you're coming down the road. Once we've got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. In your docking station, up here in the right hand corner, are controls for your stabilizing jacks. I'm going to hit extend on the back ones. That's going to be your front ones right here. As these come down, I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris and hot blacktop. Better distribute the weight. Good investment. Go ahead and run these down on top of them just until they're taut. Once them are down nice and tight, you don't need to go any further, because remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. We've already got our unit level. All we want to do is bring these down and stabilize it. Again, you get a 10% off coupon. Go ahead and use that for some jack pads. You may have to adjust these feet as they come down. Just loosen that if they have to come up on you. Run these back up. I'll walk to the back and show you where the other ones come down. Have to run them down from here. Your back ones will be here. Gonna run them down for a second. Go in the back and show you how that they work. And there's those ones coming down. So go ahead and bring them back up. Hit retract to bring them back up. We got our unit level and stable. Now we're going to go ahead and hook up our power and water. Come to the back of the unit. Big long 50 amp cord. At the end of that 50 amp cord will be a dog bone that can bring you down from 50 to 30. And also in your convenience pack will be this 30 to 110. Got our power hooked up. Let's hook up our water. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid in here. Go up to your city water connect, hook that up, hook your hose up, but don't turn our hose on yet. let's find your hot water heater. Doors and drawers. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed and nothing's going to impede your slides from coming in. And you come over here and hit slide room in. So on your campsite, just to the left of your entry doorway is your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point, folks, is making sure our drain plug's back on there nice and tight. Once it's on there nice and tight, you can go ahead and turn on your hose. Now at this point, you're level and stable. If you want to go inside and deploy your slides in order to get to any water taps, you may do so. Go in there and open up your water taps. Once you got all the air out of the lines and a steady flow of water, you know that your hot water heater is full, and you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater from indoors. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to hook up at a campsite. We're going to go boondocking or dry docking. In that case, we're simply going to fill up our potable water tank. That is right here in the middle, fresh water tank. No need for a water pressure regulator. I'll simply use a hose. Two ways to tell when it's full. One, there's an overflow valve right here. Or two, on the inside where you check the levels of your tanks, there will be a freshwater button that can tell you when this is full. Once it's full, remove your hose, put your cap back on here, and then you'll use your water pump. Remember, use your water pump when you're getting potable water or fresh water, not when you're hooked up to city water. That's already pressurized. All right, well, hooked up with power and water, ready to camp. I'm gonna go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit, starting here in your docking station. If you have a light, should you arrive at night. Tank flush, we'll talk about when dumping your black tanks. Fresh and city waters. Here's where you winterize it. Here's where you bypass your hot water heater. There's where your winterize will go in. Stabilizing jack controls. Cable inputs. This USB port, or excuse me, this spray port is removable. You can take that hose off. You pass through storage here. Coming down your campsite. Below your docking station, you prep for solar. You can plug a solar panel in there. Here's where you dump some tanks. You got a black and gray dump there, fresh water dump as well as another gray dump here. Let's say flue for your furnace. If you're running your furnace, you clear that. It'll get rather warm, and do not have it blocked. Make sure that can ventilate. On the back again is your power. Got a ladder, utilize it. Go up there a couple times a year, check the seams on your roof, caulk as needed, maintain the roof of your unit. You're going to maintain the life of this trailer. You're also prepped for if you're on backup camera. Device that you purchase that sits on the dash of your tow vehicle, electronically communicating with this device, giving you a backup camera. You can purchase those from our store as well. A cover for your spare tire. Your awning, ran that all the way out. The awning has a pitch control. If it's raining, you have your picnic table at that end, you want the rain to come this way, simply pull down on that pitch control and it pitches your awning this way. Come around the corner to your outdoor kitchen. See what we're latched at. This will lift up on its own. You have your other television here. The remote for that is indoors. Your storage, little prep table, and a fridge. You get your remote. This will be the remote for your outdoor TV. Put that on. Again, you have to run digital channel scans to get some channels to come in. Make sure you lock this as well. Have things in there you don't want to come up missing. Come rest of your campsite here, a couple of 110s. If you want to plug in some crock pots outdoors, or a radio. Your hot water heater again. Your pass-through storage with your hitch work, as well as a hand crank for a manual override for your slides. Coming to the front, your propane does have a cover. Comes with a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using, lefty-loosey to open. Again, your batteries. Keep an eye on those. Make sure those haven't withered loose over time. Back here in the corner is a battery disconnect. That'll come important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide propane detector. I'll disconnect all the battery power to the unit. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look inside the unit. So now coming up inside the unit, the first thing I like to point out in all units is where the fire extinguisher is. Make sure that you and everyone who's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. Immediately as you come in, up the wall is a control panel. Up here is where you check your levels, brand new battery, the fresh button, that's when you can tell when that potable water is full, black and gray tanks. Down below that's where you turn on your water heater if hooked to gas here, if hooked to electric here. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Here's your awning light and your ceiling lights. Your two glide controls and your awning. We'll run that in and out here shortly, and we'll run your glide rooms back in when we leave the campsite. Also immediately in the door is your thermostat. I'm going to go right to turn your air on. AC just kicked on. I'm going to shut the AC off. You notice it'll shut off quickly. But when I turn on the furnace kicked on. You'll notice when you shut that off, it takes a couple minutes for the furnace fan to shut off. Got your storage as you come in. Coming around the corner here is your access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Push it in front. A ton of 15s there, a 10, a 20. A little variety. Recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Your cooktop here is a fan and a light. Your glass top here makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light. Turn this to light, it'll go from blue to red. And there's your flame. Same thing on the oven. Turn it to light on here. Right there. And then light it over here. No need for a pilot light anymore. Then just set it to the desired temperature. Point your panel light down, that becomes your oven light. Self-explanatory microwave. Coming into the living room, we've got your TV set for travel. Above that's going to be your sound system. Turn that on. Look for your remotes. So dual zone, music indoors, outdoors, or both. AM, FM, Bluetooth, DVD, CD player. Really nice system here. Down below your TV is going to be a fireplace. Turn that on. They're not just for looks anymore. I can go through and show you all the pretty colors, but the biggest thing folks now is your heat. If it's chilly in the morning or evening and you're plugged into a campsite, instead of using your gas up, go ahead and turn this on and it'll get it toasty in here in no time. Find your remote. Find your remote in the drawer, turn your TV on. You have to run your digital channel scan. Also want to show you behind the TV is where your lighting is for up here. And down here, set this accordingly to satellite or cable. Make sure that you strap this back in for travel. Keep your TV from bouncing around. Get it connected back up. Show you real quick how to turn your sofa into a bed. Simply remove your Velcro back cushions. Stand in the middle here. Lift and open your legs. Pull it towards you. Lay the back down. Just that quickly, you have another sleeping quarters. Reverse the process, put it all back. Just make sure you lift the back up first. Fold your legs in. Lift this down. And turn your cushions and just that quickly you're back to a sofa. Sofa's over here. Recliners, parachute pull. So we pull up on that. That'll recline. You have to push it back down yourself. You have storage here and in both arms. Individual one-touch lighting up above these and your dinette. Also a couple of USBs back here. Coming over here to your GE fridge. Make sure you have this over for travel. Controls will be in here. Coming into your bathroom. Just want to mention in here is where your 110 with GFCI resets at. And for travel, make sure that your shower door is snapped open like so. Coming into your bedroom. Your main lighting for in here is above here. And then these are one touch. Don't forget you also have 110s and USBs back here by both your headboards. I actually designed those for people with CPAP back there. You also have the storage underneath here. You also prep for a TV back here. And your lighting back on. Mounting bracket can go here, and there's your cable 110. You also have a hand crank open vent here. It's act like we're leaving the campsite now. Close everything up. For travel, you want to make sure that door is snapped closed. We've shut off our lights in there already. Secure this door. What I like to do is shut off my dinette light, and shut off my ceiling lights. And then I can look around the unit and see any individual lighting I need to shut off. Shut your TV off. Once we've got all the lighting shut off in the unit, we can come back over here and turn our ceiling back on. Turn our ceiling lights back on. We're simply going to hit glide in. Doors and drawers. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed throughout the unit before bringing these slides in. Nothing's going to impede your slides, and everything is secure for travel. See the importance of having those drawers closed. These slides, slide number 2 will be a seating area. They utilize every inch in these slides. Alright, as this one finishes up, and I'm going to retract your awning. See a pitch control down there, even if you have it bent a little bit, it ends up straightening itself out. Once our awning's in, shut off our ceiling lights and exit the unit. Now for these steps, you want to make sure this exterior door is all the way open. Otherwise this may catch on it as it comes in. Bring your steps in. Set it inside the door. You turn this handle either way. Lock that in. Lock and deadbolt your exterior door. Lift and turn your handle. At this point, we're going to unhook our cable, our water, and our power. Once your water is drained or unhooked, you can come up underneath here. If you are at a campsite, you're going to open up both of those drains. If you are boondocking, get up underneath your docking station here, and there's your freshwater drain. Once you got them drained out, we're going to come back around to your hot water heater again. So we go to the pressure release valve, lift up on that, then dump the remaining of the hot water out of there. Press down on that, otherwise your door won't close. Then you can pull your drain plug. Close that up, hook up your hitch, and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. You have 2 spots to dump here, both on your driver's side, both in front of the tires. So you got a gray there and a black and gray here. To arrive, park good, take your 10-foot hose, hook that up, and pull your black handle. Now your black handle is going to be your sewage. Once it sounds like that's no longer draining, leave that black handle open. Come back to your docking station again and hook up the hose at the dump station with your water pressure regulator again to this black tank flush. Make sure your handle's open, turn that hose on, and let it run for a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash all the nastiness out of your black tank. Unhook your hose, close that up, come back here, close your black handle, and pull your gray handle, one to the left of that. Now we do make bigger, stronger, longer hoses. You can get a Y right here. Just make sure you dump these ones first. Once that gray is done, that'll be your cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers. Clean your hose out a little bit for you. Come back here to the extra gray tank. Again, cleaner waters. Pull that handle till that's done draining. Close your handle. Take your sewage hose. Come back here to your bumper and conveniently and sanitarily store it right inside your bumper. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Premier for many years to come. Happy camping.